Mr. President, as Faculty Marshal, I have the honor of declaring this 2012 Carnegie Mellon University graduation under the auspices of the Board of Trustees open in session.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. This is a poem written by Gibran Khalil Gibran, entitled يا بني العلم والفضيلة. بسم الله. يا بني العلم والفضيلة جدوا، كل كد فيه فلاح فكدوا، إنما الفوز للمجدين وعد. اطلبوا العلم لا تملوا الطلبا، لا تكلوا إذا لقيتم صعبا، أي ذل لمقدم يرتد. وابتغوا بالفضيلة التقويما، فهي والعلم لم يزالا قديما، للمعالي عتاد من يعتد. ذلكم ما تقوله لبنيها، هذه الدار بارك الله فيها، والهدى في شعارها والرشد. فخذوا من ذاك أشعار حلاكم، وأبينوا آثاره في علاكم، كل نبل من نبله مستمد. إنما العلم والفضيلة نور، ورجاء ورحمة وسرور، وحياة فوق الحياة ومجد. واذكروا ما حييتم خير ذكرى، فضل هذه الحمى وفاء وشكرا، إن عهد التثقف نعم العهد. فاحفظوه ورتلوه نشيدا، وأعيدوا آياته ترديدا، بقلوب توحي ولسن تشدو. شكرا.
Dear students, parents, families, guests from Qatar, Doha, and guests from Pittsburgh, President Cohen, Provost Mark Camlett, our speaker, distinguished faculty. Welcome. What a beautiful day, happiest day in the lives of the young men and women who've been working for 4 years for this event. We would like to start the diploma ceremonies first by a few awards. I would like to invite President Cohen to join me for the Best Teacher Award. President Cohen. The Best Teacher Award goes to a faculty member nominated by the students, awarded by a selection committee, who has demonstrated unusual devotion and effectiveness in teaching undergraduate students here at Carnegie Mellon University, Qatar. The winner this year is Professor Yonina Cooper. Nina? Nina wishes to say.
I want to say to the class of 2012, you'll always be in my heart, but this award is really a tribute to you, a reflection of what you have done throughout your 4 years here. I am proud of you. You're the core of CMU, and I will always remember you. Thank you.
Now, awards to students in the graduating class. We'd like to start with Qatar Campus Scholars Awards. This award goes to 3 graduating seniors who best exemplify academic excellence inside and outside of the classroom. The recipients are, I'm going to call all of them together, right? Edmond Abi Saleh. Yazin Abu Hajli. And Danya Abid Rabu. Next is Andrew Carnegie Scholar presentation, selected from the Qatar Campus Scholars as our representative to the Andrew Carnegie Scholars Program. The recipient is Edmond Abi Saleh. Once again, congratulations to all the award recipients. I would now like to introduce the student speaker for 2012 commencement exercises. Sarah Abbas is a graduate. is graduating with university honors with a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration. She was a Dean's List honoree every semester. She is also the recipient of the Senior Student Leadership Award, which recognizes students who demonstrated extraordinary leadership and made substantial contributions to the community during their time at Carnegie Mellon, Qatar. Sarah was Student Majlis President in 2010. Sarah Abbas.
President Cohen, Your Excellency Sheikh Ahmed bin Jassim Al-Thani, Provost Camlet, Your Excellencies and Ministers, Dean Baybars, respected deans, faculty, staff, families, guests, and fellow graduates, good evening. It is a great privilege for me to be here this evening, thanking our families and faculty and representing the class of 2012. Many people believe that innovation springs from a light bulb moment in a creative mind. I'm here to tell you that's kharabit. Rubbish. Okay, that could sometimes be true. Great ideas may originate from sudden revelations, but it can be frustrating to wait for your light bulb moment to arrive. Professor Monroe taught me that I can smash the light bulb. In his course, Innovation Product Development, we came to realize that successful innovations can result from a systematic process of evaluating our world, identifying an opportunity gap, and transforming an idea into reality. Imagine the world you want to live in. Now look at the world you live in today. The difference between them is the value-opportunity gap. Evolved ideas may improve lives, bring meaning, and achieve innovation. People who continue learning and challenging the status quo are the people who innovate. Those are the people whose contributions move societies forward. Those are the people Carnegie Mellon has prepared us to be. Those are the people we must all be. When I apply this systematic process to my view of the world, the gap I identify is the imbalance in cultural and intellectual contributions made from the people of the Middle East to the world. We support global development by investing in our oil and gas industries, contributing to international economies. Although we offer this valuable resource to the world, we still have so much more to offer of our knowledge, culture, and values. We have meaningful faith, strong principles, rich history. We have valuable knowledge, deep traditions, and vibrant music. We have precious arts, entertaining films, delicious food, and most importantly, we have bright and educated minds that can deliver intellectual products to serve humanity. We should continue learning from others, but we must teach as well. During my time at Carnegie Mellon, I have strived, and after graduation, I will continue to strive to fill that gap. I want to help create a future for the Middle East where people of this region can rediscover their core, that intersection of our rich faith, knowledge, humanity, and culture. Innovation lives at this intersection within us, where we can bring our ideas and values to fruition and share them with our region and the world. For the last 2 years, I've tried to innovate to fill that gap. My colleagues and I co-founded Culta, a program where we invite Pittsburgh students to visit the Qatar campus to introduce them to Arab culture. After the program, my family and I invited 3 of the students into our home to provide even more depth. On comfortable couches in our cozy living room, we laughed and joked about the stereotypes held of each of our regions. My family talked about the value of relationships and education following our faith to further disprove the stereotypes. Similarly, our guests shared stories of their lives in the States. In such an engaging conversation, we all understood each other better, appreciating our differences and recognizing that we both have so much to learn from each other. We wanted the 3 students to leave with minds more enlightened about our Arab culture. We hope that when they return to the States, they would share their experience with others so that the message would further spread. In another effort to fill that gap, I traveled to Pittsburgh for a summer. I was invited to represent Carnegie Mellon students at a conference that brought together American and Arab business leaders. Sitting on opposite sides of a large round table, Americans and Arabs awkwardly stared at a bowl of peanuts. Breaking the silence, one of the Egyptian men struggled to explain technological hurdles they had recently cleared. Seeing the puzzled look on the Americans' faces, I eased them through some of the language barriers. With that little extra help, the Egyptian businessman was able to teach his American counterparts about his innovations and receive their feedback. They opened up more dialogue about possible partnerships in the future. As I progress in my life, I will continue innovating to fill that gap I had found, promoting the Middle East to the world. As a young Carnegie Mellon graduate, I will look for a job that allows me to connect to people and opportunities both locally and internationally, sharing my core and pride of being an Arab. As a business leader, I will strive to create regional impact in the Middle East and search for new business opportunities in the international market to showcase our innovations. I will strive to motivate people of this region to rediscover our core and inspire the spirit of innovation that lives within us, helping spread our businesses, cultures, and knowledge in the world. Class of 2012, as we progress in our lives, my hope is that each of us smashes that light bulb and continues being the innovative problem solvers Carnegie Mellon has prepared us to be. Let's embrace the systematic process as a way of life. Evaluate your world, identify your gaps, and find innovative ways to fill them. Your gap must be different than mine. Your gap may be in human rights, healthcare, music and art, family life, or education. Your method may be in business, computer science, or information systems. Your innovations will be the product of the valuable education we have earned at Carnegie Mellon University. As the university graduates us today, we should not forget that life as a student has not ended. In fact, it should never end. Continue engaging the world through the eyes of a student. Continue learning and challenging yourselves. Through our innovations, we will be able to help make the world a more peaceful, tolerant, and interconnected place. Congratulations, and thank you. Dean Baybars, if you could please join me. As my final responsibility, I carry a long-standing Carnegie Mellon tradition. 4 years ago, during orientation, the class of 2012 stole and concealed our class tile. It is my honor to now return it to you so that it can join the others as a permanent part of our Carnegie Mellon building.
Thank you, Sarah.
You can take a picture. You want a picture?
The next one, we're going to lock it in QMB or something, so nobody steals. Thank you, Sarah, for that fine message. I would now like to introduce the keynote speaker of Commencement Exercises 2012. The speaker is the Director General of the Jazeera Network, where he leads a global network of more than 20 channels. Al Jazeera also, of course, serves as a media training facility and a research center. Previously, the director held several senior positions at Qatar Gas, where he managed many large-scale capital projects. He has studied at Imperial College of Science, Technology and Medicine in London. He also completed in year 2008 a Qatar Gas leadership program given by Carnegie Mellon University here in Qatar. It is my pleasure to introduce you our 2012 keynote speaker, Sheikh Ahmed bin Jassim, Al-Thani.
Assalamu alaikum. President Cohen, Dean Papers, members of faculties, proud parents, and above all, graduates. My congratulations to all of you as you celebrate the graduation season. This is the time of the year when we take our youngest and brightest and let them building their career to journey into their chosen professions. Graduate, delivering a graduation address during such an important crossroad in your life is a great honor to me. It was not so long ago that I was sitting in your place, ready to enter the world full of excitement, possibilities, and ready to face the challenges ahead. I want to share with you some key lessons that I have learned during my career, and I hope that they will provide some direction as you move forward into your own careers. Right after graduation, I was faced with a choice that was not easy. As a young graduate, I was offered a job at established company. It would have been a natural choice for me to take. It will be a natural choice for me to take this position. But in my heart, I felt I wanted something more, something different. I wanted the challenge of building something new from scratch, something that does not exist now. Applying myself fully and taking the risk in a new, unproven industry. I knew it wouldn't be easy. Adding to the hardship, the company was 120 kilometers each way from my home. But I decided to join the company. Soon after I attended our first collective company meeting, I was astonished to find only 3 round tables with only a handful of employees. This certainly was a startup, but I was passionate about making a difference. I was passionate and I was passionate in making the difference in the world and doing something that would have an impact. I stayed with the company working for many years around the clock. And when I left, it was the largest LNG company in the world, by far second to none. The company you know as Qatar Gas. The satisfaction and sense of achievement that I gained from taking this risk and making this choice changed my life forever. Graduate, some of the lessons I learned early on is follow your passion. Do something you like. Take a risk. Why not? Fully engage and make commitment to yourself if you want to make a difference. Success almost never arrives through good fortune or good luck. It's achieved through commitment and determination. Another story I want to share with you is early in my career, we had an important engineering project. I attended the first meeting. I was a nobody, just a young engineer. But I listened carefully to the requirement. I was so excited by this project. After the meeting, I asked the head of my section if I could develop design in parallel to what he's doing. So you don't have to depend on me, but I will develop something. He agreed, and I went back to my office. I worked day and night. I made a plan. I asked questions. I researched. I designed a proposal. A week later, we both came back to the meeting, and we both presented our plan to management. The team decided that my engineering proposal was more detailed solution toward problem. My boss was pleased, and the project was assigned to me. Graduate, lesson that I learned from this is take an initiative. You are the owner of your career and your life, not someone else. I heard a lot of people said, no one give me a job, no one give me a work. Well, guess what? No one will. You have to go and grab it and take it. Don't wait for others to motivate you. Self-motivation is one of the most important key to success. That's why it has to be a passion, and you have to have a reason to work for this job. Later, still young engineer, I was involved in a research study. It's a big study relating to an improvement of a multi-million-dollar project in Mobile Research Center in Dallas, Texas. The study involved a detailed research, took more than a year to complete. So the demand for making an investment decision was high. The research was presented by the team to the senior management of my company, the company I work for. At the conclusion of that presentation, a recommendation was made to make a significant financial investment. I was just a few years engineer experience. I'd been listening carefully in my judgment. I've been listening carefully, and in my judgment, the study was not completed, and it were not ready to take this investment decision. I voiced my opinion backed with evidence, but given the fact that I was a young engineer and that my unpopular position, because I'm the only one against the others, went against the recommendation, I wasn't taking seriously. Later, the senior management came back to Doha and had a meeting and presented the technical solution or the design to the shareholders. They came to the same conclusion that I did, that the study is not completed and more work needs to be done, and we cannot invest a penny on this. The COO of the company I work for said, hey, wait a minute, there is one young engineer who said the same thing back in Dallas. And he said, okay, ask him to be the leader of the next study. And I did. What I want to say here, the lesson that I learned is trust yourself. Don't be afraid to take an unpopular position. Give you advice, sometime you will find that taking the unpopular position can make a step change in the direction of your career. During my life, I've come across many obstacles that you will face at some point in your own career. At one point, while working at my company, I applied for a postgraduate master degree at Imperial College in London, which was only open, and other, so Imperial College in London, Institut France de Pétrole, and Technical University in Delft, Holland. That's a 1 degree, which was only open candidate with, which was only open to a candidate with a minimum of 15 years experience in the field. I didn't qualify based on their requirement, but I knew that I could succeed if I was given the chance. I want to be judged on my merit, not on my age or experience. After securing an interview, I was accepted into the program as the last one. In the program, there was a condition. The one who will be scored the highest, he will get an immediate acceptance to PhD in Imperial College. The day before the last day, I've been asked by the professor outside of the class, and he handed me the application for the PhD as the top of the class. Some lesson I want to say is, don't underestimate yourself. You really can do more than what you think. Don't limit yourself. Challenge yourself continually. You will surprise yourself. As you embark on the next chapter in your life, whatever you do, never imagine that your education is finished. In fact, we never stop learning at any point during our life. You may decide to pursue a graduate degree or obtain further education diploma. But always remember that ultimately life is your PhD. As a Director General of Al Jazeera Media Network, I walk into my office every single day and learn something new about the world, from the complex media environment in the Middle East to the fast-changing political climate across the world, to expanding our global reach to 270 million homes across the world. I take pride in the work that I do, giving the voice for the voiceless and their right to be heard, bringing human stories to light, and bringing the diversity of the world to millions of screens. I am passionate about the work that I do, but there is not a day that goes by where I don't learn something new. It is a commitment I made to myself many years ago. So, as you enter this new world of work and career, never stop learning. Continue to question, continue to challenge, continue to be curious. Thinking outside the box. Think, how can I do what I'm doing better than what I'm doing today? Challenge yourself every single day. Graduate, we live in a dynamic and ever-changing world. And if you stand still, then you will immediately be left behind. And so, in closing, I want to take this opportunity to credit my father, who was and forever will be the greatest inspiration in my life. His guidance and wisdom provided me with the necessary foundation of success: humility, honesty, generosity, and more important, of being the best at whatever I do. And most important, the ability to walk in another man's shoes. As you enter the uncertain and competitive world, always remember the basic principle of humanity. Make the most of your talent and your virtue with every opportunity, either those that come in your way, or more importantly, opportunity that you yourself create. You need to show the world that young people can make a great achievement when they really put their mind and heart into it. This is your century. This is your opportunity. Grab it and run as as if your life depends on it. Make us all proud, and more importantly, make yourself proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sheikh Ahmed, for sharing with us your experiences, your thoughts, your values. It will serve the graduating class rather well, the advice that you gave. Thank you. Students, we now start the exciting part for you. I'd like to ask the representatives of the Dietrich College of Humanities and Social Sciences, the School of Computer Science, and the Tepper School of Business to assist me with presenting the diplomas to students in their respective programs. I now invite the Dean of the Dietrich College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Dr. John Lehotsky, to come forward.
Thank you, Dean Bebars. This class of information system graduates includes the first group of bold students who entered Carnegie Mellon University in Qatar to take the information systems major. In keeping with Carnegie Mellon traditions and culture, these students have worked extremely hard, and they've established themselves as role models for future classes to follow. Among the group of 13 information systems students graduating tonight, 3 have earned university honors, 10 have completed minors, and 1 has even completed 2 minors. The graduating students have participated in many activities, both inside and outside the classroom. They contributed much to the Carnegie Mellon tapestry in Qatar. They've completed some very innovative projects like EC Shelf, an application that connects book donors with several charitable organizations in Qatar, and a website for the Qatar Ministry of Interior to increase awareness on the risks of drugs and alcohol use. They've been active in research and scholarship through independent study and competitions. They've been active in campus organizations. Several students have studied abroad, including service learning in the global communities in countries like Thailand, the Philippines, and Rwanda. This group of graduates will enhance and spread the reputation of Carnegie Mellon, and they'll show the community the transformational power of information systems. As Qatar moves forward on its National Vision 2030, this group of Carnegie Mellon graduates will surely play a significant role, given their outstanding record in scholarship, leadership, and service. These students are superbly prepared for their professional careers, for graduate school, and for service to their communities. We're very proud of these graduates of the Dietrich College of Humanities and Social Sciences, and wish them the very best of good fortune in their future endeavors, and I congratulate all of them. Now, will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the Dietrich College of Humanities and Social Science please come forward?
Yazin Abu Hijli. University honors. أمل قاسم العمري. محمد عبد الحميد الحداد. راشد سلطان الكعبي, University honors. سلوى المناعي. غادة أحمد السوج. غانم محمد السليتي, University Honors. أسمى محمد إدريس علي حامد. زايد حق. عبد المنعم كلزية. رنا خليل. Alan Reeves.
Congratulations to new alumni of the Information Systems program. I now invite Assistant Dean for Undergraduate Education at the School of Computer Science, Dr. Mark Stalik, to come forward.
Thank you, Dean Baybars. I'm always happy to come back to Qatar for commencement. It reminds me of how much potential Carnegie Mellon Qatar has to be transformational by recalling how much you, the students, have been transformed. Remember back when you first took the freshman immigration course 4 years ago, and Professor Khalid had you make web pages, and you thought that was hard? Remember when you first took GTI and you learned how to solve problems and write proofs from Professor Yonina? Remember Malak in 2013? And let's not forget ML. All right, I've geeked out on computer science enough. You've now mastered all those skills. And along the way, you also learned how to think deeply about programming languages and distributed systems and web applications and robotics and artificial intelligence and much more. You are not only technologically savvy, but also knowledgeable in areas way beyond computer science. You are the embodiment of this place. As graduates of one of the best and hardest computer science programs in the world, you should be incredibly proud of what you've achieved. You will help transform the technological capabilities of this country and this region because of that. And you will do so not only because of your training, but also because of your work ethic and the habits you've acquired during these 4 years. You have worked incredibly hard, and that hard work will pay off in countless ways as you go forward. I know your parents and the faculty join me in congratulating you on what you have already accomplished, and we look forward to seeing and hearing about what you do next. Congratulations, graduates of 2012. Will the candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees from the School of Computer Science please come forward?
دانيا مروان عبد ربو, University Honors, College Honors. راجي الحموري. رامي الرحاوي. مريم علي. محمد ميلود بحيح. مها المغني. أحمد إمام. هدى كمال جداوي. تركي عبيد جمعان, University Honors. محمد إبراهيم جناحي. Swapnil Durmendrakumar Joshi. محمد ماجد محسن. أسامة وليد عبيد. محمد طيب راشد. الحسن ونس. هند كمال جداوي, Master of Science in Computer Science.
Once again, congratulations to computer science alumni. I now invite the Executive Director of the Undergraduate Business Administration Program, Dr. Milton Caulfield, to come forward. Dr. Caulfield.
I bring you greetings from Dean Robert Damon and the faculty of the Tepper School of Business to the graduating students and their family. The Tepper School of Business has a long history of research and student achievement that has been earned by those who take risk, intellectual risk, those who are willing to think new and challenging thoughts, entrepreneurial risk, those who create new enterprises that add value to society. As graduates, you will be joining that illustrious group of achievers. Don't be afraid to take risk. The poet Omar Khayyam said, "The moving finger writes, and having writ, move on." It is time for these alumni to move on. I now invite the graduates of the Tepper School of Business to come forward and receive your degrees.
Sarah Khalid Mohamed Abbas, University Honors. Edmund Abi Saleh, University Honors, College Honors. Muna Abu Hleika. Rand Aga. Rawan Victor Aga. سعود علاء كميل البدران. مريم جابر البوهندي. عايشة علي الهيل. بلال الكعدي. ناصر أحمد الخوري. سارة علوبة. أمنة أحمد المزروعي, University Honors. حسن علي أحمد الملا. الجوهر العبيدلي. محمد عبد الرحمن محمد السعد, University Honors. عيسى أحمد الشيب. أحمد فهد جاسم الثاني. خليفة الثاني. أشنا عامر. عبد الله زياد درويش University Honors. محمد مازن دولة University Honors. عليا أحمد دهداري. عمر محمد الزهيري. ليال إسحاق حسن University Honors. محمد حسين University Honors. Mary Jo Germanos Khashan University Honors. محمد فهد كامل كمال. بطول خليفة. وليد علي خان. ندى مازن محمد محسن. فاطمة نديم. محمد عابد شرزاي.
A round of applause for all the new alumni. This brings us to the end of the commencement diploma ceremony. I would now like to introduce President Cohon of Carnegie Mellon University, who will give the final charge. Dr. Cohon has been with Carnegie Mellon University since 1997, 15 years. Announced next year is his last year. It's been our pleasure to work with him for 15 years in Pittsburgh, and it's our pleasure to have him here this evening. During his presidency, the university has advanced significantly. He has led Carnegie Mellon in establishing a global presence. His vision for the university complemented that of Sheikh Al-Mossa's vision for Education City, and under his leadership, Carnegie Mellon seized the opportunity to establish our campus here in Qatar. It is my pleasure, personally and professionally, to welcome Dr. Jerry Cohon, the 8th President of Carnegie Mellon University.
Thank you, Dean Baybars. I could see when he said, and that brings us to the end of the diploma ceremony, you got very excited and you thought you'd get out of here and get to dinner. Sorry, but I have a few things I want to say, but I'll say it quickly. Distinguished guests, friends, faculty, staff, and alumni, it's my pleasure to be with you this evening. I want to thank our keynote speaker, Sheikh Ahmed, for that wonderful speech, very inspiring and very much on the point. I thank you very much for that. In the class of 2012, congratulations. We're very proud of you. Today marks the culmination of your efforts over the last 4 years, and tonight we recognize your achievements and your hard work. You have truly earned your new status as Carnegie Mellon alumni. And to the parents, family, and friends of these new graduates, a very big thank you indeed. Earning a Carnegie Mellon degree is no easy feat, and we're all very grateful for your support of these new graduates, and we share your great pride in what they have accomplished. I'd like to continue a Carnegie Mellon tradition and ask the new graduates to please rise and give your parents, your families, and your friends a standing ovation, which they surely deserve. Thank you, and thank you. You can sit down. They're so obedient. This is incredible. They don't realize they're graduates yet. There were times on this journey that you just completed when I'm sure you wondered whether your heavy workload, the long hours, and the difficult assignments were worth the effort. I suspect that you felt at times that we were punishing you with all that work, making it harder than any other group of students experienced. By the way, this is something else that you have in common with Carnegie Mellon from alumni from all of our programs over all time. They all complain about the work. Indeed, all of our programs are rigorous and demanding because we believe that someone who has the distinction of a degree from Carnegie Mellon University, whether it's in business administration, computer science, or information systems, or any other field we offer, should be as well trained as a graduate can be. This is what it takes to address the most important challenges that the world faces today, and this is what we expect of you. There are few people who understand this better or who have contributed more to Carnegie Mellon than your dean, Dr. Ilker Baybars. Ilker accomplished great things in his many years of leadership on our Pittsburgh campus, and he has already begun to have impact and make innovations here in Qatar. In his first year, we began offering a new program in biological sciences. We plan next year to offer a new degree program in computational biology. Ilker has also established 3 distinguished lectureships and hosted performances by leading musicians from around the world with Carnegie Mellon ties, all of which have contributed to the quality of life here on our campus. Thank you, Ilker, for everything you have done. As successful as Carnegie Mellon Qatar has been, I know there is much more to come in making this campus even better. Thank you, Ilker. Please join me in thanking you. I also want to congratulate and thank our faculty who have mentored our graduates over the past 4 years. They have helped their students discover not only the knowledge they need to address the most complex issues affecting us today, but also inspire those important qualities such as adaptability, creativity, and self-sufficiency that are so important for success in life. One of the most important things you've learned at Carnegie Mellon is how to think critically to solve problems, or to design processes, or to create new products. Not only have you learned this, you have applied it as well during your time here. You've built websites for leading government agencies, as we heard. You've helped establish a company developing mobile applications tailored to the Middle East, and in other ways. In many others, you've already shown your ability to use your knowledge to tackle real-world challenges with fresh, innovative approaches. In addition to problem solving, we at Carnegie Mellon are also committed to collaboration and the ability to work together across disciplines. Working together as students prepares you for the reality of the world of work and how things actually get done in organizations and in communities. No one profession has the ability to solve really tough problems by itself. And the best solutions to the most complicated issues often come through teamwork. This year, working together, I'm happy to say, also paid off on the football pitch. Congratulations to the CMU-Q Tartans for winning the Education City College Football League. We're making history here. This is the first time in the 112-year history of Carnegie Mellon that a president has been able to say publicly, "We beat Texas A&M in football." Way to go. Seriously, and very importantly, teamwork, whether on the pitch or in the laboratory, is crucial. It's not just about working across disciplines and professions. You must also be able to work with people different from you. In this regard, the diversity of your class and your trips abroad for academic programs, campus exchanges, and service learning trips are also a very important part of your preparation. And here I want to echo what Sarah said in her excellent speech. Not only is the education here on our campus in our disciplines, our majors, so important, but so is bringing a Western-style education to Qatar and bringing our Qatari students to Pittsburgh and America. Indeed, stereotypes have been overcome. Every student enrolled in our Pittsburgh campus who has ever visited Qatar comes back and says to me, it was a life-changing experience. This is exactly what we hope for. It's exactly what's being achieved and has been achieved in our 8 years here in Doha. And I want to echo what Sheikh Ahmed said about finding your passion. This is something else we try to teach you or prepare you for at Carnegie Mellon. And that really is the secret behind the hard work. It's about finding your passion, something you're committed to and willing to work hard to achieve. Qatar's National Vision 2030 foresees a future for this nation built on a knowledge economy, on social and human development, and on economic growth with a commitment to environmental sustainability. As part of the Qatar Foundation Education City, Carnegie Mellon is mindful of our role in educating the people who will drive this vision and help this nation to realize it. Our Qatar alumni are already shaping business, technology, and communications infrastructure in this region. They are working on sustainable energy initiatives, contributing to scientific research, and generating new ideas that will advance Qatar and the region. And now, it is your time to join this effort as you apply your superb education to the challenges of today and tomorrow. As you move into your jobs and communities, keep in mind that you are a member of a remarkable group of 90,000 alumni of Carnegie Mellon University. People who, like you, are committed to real solutions for real problems. Architects of change whose hearts are in the important work that lies before you. Believe in yourself and stay true to yourself, as Sheikh Ahmed said. As you join this group, Carnegie Mellon will be watching you with pride and with high expectations. On behalf of the entire Carnegie Mellon University community, I congratulate you on your accomplishments, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Mabruk.
This concludes the diploma ceremonies. There is dinner in hall number 6 immediately after this. That's a bit of long, but the food is good, and there are no speeches during dinner. If the audience could kindly remain seated, we will now start the recession. Thank you for being here. We're waiting for the bus. You come and leave.
Yeah.